Good day to each one. Welcome back to Leslie's Angle. Hope y'all's day was as good as it could be. If we are here for another day, I consider it being blessed. Let's start out. I don't know if y'all are aware of it or not, but I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. In Hawaii, the Mauna Loa, the biggest volcano in the world, is having over 100 earthquakes a day. It's the biggest volcano in the world. And it seems like it's getting ready to erupt. So people are being warned about having to leave. And then earlier, there was a 5.1 earthquake near Josiah, California. And I don't know what all it's turned into yet. I need to hear more news about it, but it seems these earthquakes are popping up everywhere. It seems like one tragedy after another. Well, Biden today was eating his ice cream cones in Oregon, telling everybody how great the economy is. And we are not in a recession. We are in a recession. He says everything is great and everything's going good. Well, I don't know what world he lives in, but he's not living in the world that we're living in. And hearing a lot of concerns too with people talking about the golden years of retirement. It used to be called the golden years and something to look forward to. But now it's nowhere's in sight. People age 70 and over 70 are still working. They're having to work because millions of them can't afford to retire. Over 40% retirees have no savings left. They done went into their savings. The cost and the economy and everything that they had to. So there'll be no retirement. So they'll have to work. I hate to say it, but they'll have to work till they die. Now that's something really to look forward to. They want to look forward for retirement, and I don't blame them. If they put in all them years at that place, they want to retire and do some things that they want to do. And now this is what they're looking towards. I don't know. It's a record inflation for us. And people, they want to put back and save, the retirees do, but there's nothing left to put back. I mean, I'm disabled, and I know there's nothing left for me to put back. I'm blessed enough if I can get the bills paid, if I can get all of them paid and then catch up what I can't pay the next month. But there's a lot of people that's going through that. That's why Biden says the economy's doing great. He's got bad problems. And we were energy efficient. I mean, we had our own oil. We're walking all over oil. And he had the pipeline cut off, and all them people lost their jobs. And now he's over there and he's begging these people in other countries. And after November the 8th, they're either going to go extremely high on selling oil to him, or they're going to stop it completely. And we're going to be in a bigger mess. It's like we're hostages by Saudi Arabia because we're having to depend on other countries to supply us. And they're naming their price. I think we got 14 more days till November the 8th. We have got to go and vote and get some people in the house that's going to turn these things around. It's like people on Social Security and disability and any retirement check of a month that don't draw much. Trying to make it this day and time. I mean, you've got the utilities that's went up. You've got the food that's went up extremely high. If some have to pay for things to be brought to them, it's very expensive. If they have to pay for a taxi, it's very expensive. If you have a vehicle, you have to pay for repairs on that vehicle. And trying to get a part in for a vehicle now, I know some people that's been waiting 3 and 4 months for a part to come in. And they're needing their vehicle to go to work. But there's a shortage and a backup. And yes, there is a food shortage. And it's going to get worse. And on parts and other things too. Because the farmers, they couldn't afford the fertilizer. Because fertilizer is outrageous. I mean, most of our fertilizer come from Russia, and I didn't know that till all this started. But they couldn't afford to fertilize. And then we had all the droughts in their farms they didn't make. And that's where our food comes from. And then they hollered the bird flu, and they had millions of chickens put down because of the bird flu. And places burn up with the birds in it, and meat packing houses. And then you had farmers that had to get rid of their cattle because there was nothing for their cattle to eat. Because of the droughts, there was no grass. There was no hay. I can go on and on. And eggs, the other day I got 18 eggs. I paid $8 for, which will last me a long time, but $8 for 18 eggs. It's ridiculous. Heinz ketchup, Walmart's $7 a bottle for ketchup. I tell you, I don't know if anybody has ever looked up and read what a president of the United States is supposed to take care of and do. But it seems like none of this applies to that man that's in Washington. And he is leading us, the government and him and the rest of them in Washington, they're leading us down a very bad road. And hell, I don't want to go down it. I mean, things has got to change. And we the people, we can do it. We can change it. We just got to stick together. And yeah, we'll go through some hard times. And it is going to get harder. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to get on here and lie and sweeten things up. I believe in telling it like it is. And anything I say, if you want to research it for yourself, feel free. I'm not saying that I'm right 100% about anything I say. I don't think anybody's 100% right. But I do my research. And I tell what I research and what I read into it. But no, by no means I'm not asking everybody to believe me or, research it yourself. And then see what you think. But there's just so many things that has led up to this. It's just one thing after another. But we are really being controlled by the government and by Washington. And we live in supposed to be the land of the free speech. We have rights. And each day, I've said it before, and you might get tired of hearing it, but each day our rights keep going away and away and away. And something has got to be done, because it's like being a prisoner in your own country, and that's not what the United States was based on. Not at all. So, all I can say is 14 more days after we vote. Let's see how things turn around. It's probably going to be a slow process because this man has got us in way over our heads. There's a lot that's got to be turned around. And it can be done, but it's got to start soon. It can't keep going on like it is because there won't be no turning back. Well, that's about it for tonight or today. And I hope y'all have a good day. And thank you again. And please thumbs up and like the video. I'd appreciate it. And I'll be talking to y'all again. But always remember, say a prayer for everybody in the world. Because everybody is going through something. And our problems, if you look around, there's always somebody else that's worse off. A lot worse off. And the only one that can truly fix this is Jesus Christ, our Savior. So keep your faith. Keep holding on. Love your neighbor. Treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. And we'll make it through this. There's nothing that we can't get through if we pull together as one big family and all the children of God. He will take care of us. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Thanks. Ciao.